Before the hustle became a hashtag. Before passive income was a podcast topic. Before anyone put the word hack next to the word money, Americans were running income strategies so effective, so quietly powerful, that the people using them rarely talked about them at all. Not because they were secrets. Because they worked so consistently that they felt like common sense. And common sense doesn't announce itself. Here are 10 of them that nobody stopped to write down. And every single one still works today. Number 1. The boarding school drummer. Private academies and trade schools in 19th century America had no marketing departments, no admissions offices, no social media presence. They had drummers, independent agents paid purely on commission to travel through rural counties on horseback, knock on farmhouse doors, and convince parents to enroll their children. The drummer carried printed circulars, enrollment forms, and enough personal charisma to sit at a stranger's kitchen table and make a compelling case for something the family had never considered before he showed up. He earned a fixed fee for every student who enrolled and paid tuition. The best drummers represented multiple schools simultaneously, building their own small agencies and collecting commissions from several institutions on the strength of the same conversations. Today this is called affiliate marketing and commission-based sales, and it is one of the most scalable income models available to anyone with the ability to communicate value clearly and the willingness to have the conversation. Number 2. The subscription newsletter. Long before Substack existed, before email lists were a marketing concept, Americans paid for information delivered on a schedule. Financial letters, farming bulletins, political digests, trade publications. All of them operated on the same model. A writer with genuine expertise in something a specific audience cared about deeply produced regular issues and charged subscribers for access. The economics were remarkable. Write it once, print it many times, mail it to everyone who paid. The fixed cost of production spread across every subscriber meant that each additional subscriber was almost entirely profit. The writers who built loyal audiences in niche categories. Cattle prices, commodity trends, regional politics, specific trades, generated income that compounded as their reputation grew and their subscriber base expanded through word of mouth among people who already trusted the source. Every paid newsletter, every Substack, every membership community operating today is running the identical business model with a faster distribution channel and a global rather than regional addressable audience. Number 3. The auction house runner. Estate auctions, farm liquidations, bankruptcy sales, and tax auctions happened constantly across American history, and they created regular opportunities for people who understood value to acquire assets at prices that reflected urgency rather than actual worth. The auction runner attended every sale in his region, studied what was coming up for bid, arrived early to inspect the lots carefully, and bid with discipline on specific items he had already identified as underpriced relative to what he could resell them for through other channels. He was not a gambler. He was an arbitrager. Someone who understood that the same object had different values in different markets, and that moving it from the market where it was cheap to the market where it was expensive was a repeatable, scalable business requiring nothing but knowledge, discipline, and available capital. The estate sale flipper, the auction reseller, and the vintage dealer operating today are all running this exact model. Number 4. The water rights trader. In the American West, water was worth more than gold in the most literal practical sense. Gold you could live without. Water you could not. Western states developed complex legal systems around water rights, the right to divert a specific volume from a specific source for a specific use. And the Americans who understood those systems and accumulated those rights before the surrounding land was fully developed made extraordinary fortunes from a resource they never manufactured and could not exhaust. A water right attached to agricultural land in a water-scarce region was worth multiples of the land value itself. The men who bought water rights when nobody else was paying attention and held them as the West filled in around them converted legal paperwork into generational wealth without ever digging a well or running a pipe. Water rights trading is a functioning market in Western American states today, with significant transactions happening every year as agricultural users, municipalities, and developers compete for a fixed and dwindling supply. Number 5. The trade school operator. When industrial America needed skilled workers faster than the apprenticeship system could produce them, private trade schools stepped in to fill the gap and charged tuition for the privilege. A man with genuine expertise in a specific trade, telegraphy, bookkeeping, stenography, electrical work, machining, could open a school, recruit students through classified ads and commission-based drummers, and generate tuition income from multiple students simultaneously while teaching skills he had already spent years acquiring at no additional cost to himself. The school required a rented space, some equipment, and the instructor's existing knowledge. The return on that minimal investment was tuition collected from every seat in every class running every week. Some trade school operators expanded into multiple locations and hired additional instructors, building genuine educational businesses from a single skill and the insight that other people would pay to acquire it. Coding bootcamps, online course platforms, and skills-based education businesses today are running the same model at digital scale. Number 6. The cold storage operator. Before mechanical refrigeration was universal, the farmer who could afford to build and operate a properly insulated cold storage facility was running a service business that every other farmer in the region needed. Fruits, vegetables, dairy products, and meat that would spoil within days at room temperature could be held for weeks or months in properly managed cold storage, allowing farmers to sell at peak prices rather than distressed harvest prices. The cold storage operator charged per unit stored per week, collected from every farmer who used the facility, and ran a business whose value increased every year as the surrounding agricultural economy grew. He did not grow anything. He did not sell anything. He provided the infrastructure that allowed everyone else to grow and sell more effectively and charged a reliable fee for doing so. Self-storage businesses, fulfillment warehouses, and third-party logistics operators today are all variations of the same fundamental service. I have the space and the infrastructure, you have the goods, pay me to hold them properly until you need them. Number 7. The claims adjuster and land surveyor. As America expanded westward, the legal boundaries of land ownership were frequently unclear, disputed, and economically significant in ways that created constant demand for people who could navigate the documentation, survey the boundaries, and resolve the conflicts. The land surveyor who could accurately establish property lines in disputed territory commanded premium fees because the alternative, going to court, was expensive, slow, and uncertain. Some surveyors became land agents, then land speculators, using their superior knowledge of what land was worth and where the boundaries actually fell to acquire undervalued parcels before their true value became legally clear to everyone else. George Washington was a trained land surveyor before he was anything else, and the geographic and legal knowledge he acquired doing that work shaped every significant land decision he made for the rest of his life. Today, title companies, real estate attorneys, and land use consultants operate in the direct descendant of this market.